Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of, well, this isn't actually Command Central, this is just a quick concept that I want to show you, which I might put into one command, but basically, it is a cylinder generator. It generates cylinders. So, let's just demonstrate it right now. So, I turn on this, at the moment nothing happens, but when I pull this lever, you'll see some magic starts to happen. And the more I pull this lever, the more laggy it becomes, but the quicker the tower will be assembled. Alright, so you can see it goes crazy, and eventually you can see it's starting to form this cylinder around the central armor stand right here called Build Tower. And you can see it's pretty speedy, although it is pretty slow at the same time, so you need to kind of regulate how many armor stands you want to put in here. See, it's random, so sometimes it can take a while for the pillars to be spawned. But here it is. Oh, there we go. So once you've finished, just turn off the machine. All the armor stands die except for the middle one. And you can see it's kind of made this very small tower. Now you've probably already guessed, it's using a combination of spread players and the clone command. So here is the tower bit that you can see right here. Now what happens when you pull this lever? It just summons an armor stand with a custom name of cloner. Then this command block will spread the cloner relative to the build tower. And it will spread it out up to 8 blocks. And you can set this to whatever you like. And then the problem with spread players is that sometimes armor stands will come up here, and if they come up here they can clone things. So we need to only specify armor stands which are on this build tower section right here on the same layer it is. So to do that, I used the good old DX and DZ thingamajigs. So it's kind of obvious, execute at E name equals build tower, and then it will execute name equals cloner within a radius of 7, but outside a radius of 6. See, if I reduce this radius minimum, or increase this radius, then I can actually thicken up the wall if I'd like. But here's the magic. DZ equals 10 and DX equals 10. And then it will run the clone command, which goes up to layer 76, which is 20 blocks tall. So that you can make 20 block tall towers. I can make it even greater if I want, but we don't want the air interfering with other builds, so if you don't like that, then you can always change that pretty easily. It is a bit finicky, but it is easy to do, which is there are a few problems with doing this, but I will get to those in a moment. So DZ and DX. When I say DZ, let's go DX equals 10 and DZ equals 10, then on my layer, I'm referring to all entities which are outside this area and this area right here. So that only covers that section. I need to go DZ equals negative 10 and DX equals 10 to cover the, I think it's this area right here, and I just got to keep swapping up the coordinates until that's all correct, which is why there's 4 command blocks here. So there are 2 problems with using this method to create cylinders. First of all, it's quite slow sometimes and you'll have to wait a while, you'll have to leave the world or something. Second of all, you cannot have more than one of these going at the same time. I'll just show you what happens if you do have more than one. It does get a bit crazy. So here's the build tower thing. Let's turn on the machine and let's start adding some armor stands. Actually, that kind of does work. I guess you can't have them too close to each other, otherwise it will not work. What if I add another tower here? Yeah, as you can see, it only does one at a time. So if you place towers coincidentally close to each other, then they won't build. So it is slow, and also if you want to change the radius at all, or how big you want the clone to be, it does require altering all 5 command blocks, which is a bit of a hassle. Also, I've added in this, which just teleports the build tower up and down if need be. So I might put this into one command. Tell me what you think, tell me your thoughts. I really do want to improve this, and I might think about making a sphere generator next episode. But for now, thank you very much for watching. I hope you have a nice day. Please make a comment if you have any ideas about this, and I will be more than happy to read them, respond to them, and then include them in my next video.